The thing about Europe is early in my life, and it went back to my in college with my football career. And to make it real short, I stepped out and decided I wasn't going to play anymore because I wasn't playing like I thought I should. My expectations weren't being met. Maybe being a good player at a certain level, being a really good player at a high school level, going to college level, and realizing that, oh my God, there's some really good players here, and not really willing to wait my turn. And so I quit. Week later, the guy got hurt. I would have been playing, but I wasn't it was just a regret. And let me say it was a regret that I lived with for about 10 years. And 10 years later, I was in Europe and I was on a 9-day holiday sitting in Paris, thinking about heading back home to California. I didn't have a job at the time. I wasn't married. I'd sold my house. So I went to Europe to kind of refresh myself. On the way back, thinking about going back to the US, I had a dream that night in Paris, and I dreamt that I was 80 years old. And I was looking back at my life. I saw myself back in California pushing the lawnmower with 2 kids and 2 cars, which I thought would be a good life. But at 80, I was looking back, maybe like you described the man on the mountain looking down the valley. I looked back at that time that I was in Europe and I was in my early 30s, and I thought, will you regret not spending more time in Europe when you really didn't have any obligations? What could that mean for you personally and for your career? And then it was such a dramatic dream. I woke up in that dream. I woke up at 4:00 in the morning. It was so disturbing. And it reminded me I had that taste of regret in my mouth that I'd had when I quit the football team. And it was so profound that I had decided that I didn't want to live a life of regret. So I'm not sure I can tie that to the leadership team right now, but to make a long story short, the next morning I was supposed to go to the airport, de Gaulle, and fly back to LAX and start my new big thing, which I didn't know yet what it was.